Let's continue. The fifth characteristic feature, fundamental rights are component of the Indian Constitution. They are the part and parcel in our Indian Constitution. So they cannot be altered through ordinary laws. There should be a special law for eradication or for the suspension or for the alteration of these fundamental rights. Sixth one, fundamental rights are comprehensive, interrogative, integrative, and detailed in nature. So they are not in vast, they are comprehensive, summarized, they are briefly explained, integrative, and detailed in nature. Some restraints have also been imposed against the utilization of these rights under specific conditions. For example, that a specific condition may be as emergency period or any corona time that we are enjoying, and some restrictions on transportation, communication, and etc. So the state can impose for the sake of the public at the time of special categories. So fundamental rights are comprehensive, brief, nature, perfect. They are single line, integrative, integrated, and detailed in nature. The nature feature of the fundamental right are detailed in nature, comprehensive, and integrative. Some restraints have also been imposed against the utilization of these rights. So these rights are bounded with duties which are known as fundamental duties under specific conditions. So they are for the all-round personality of the citizens of India. Seventh one, fundamental rights are protected by the judicial organizations in the country. So the custodians, the Supreme Court and the High Courts are the custodians to the fundamental rights. If you have any objection or if you suffer with the loss of these fundamental rights, everyone can approach the judicial system, and there is a perfect independent judiciary which safeguards our fundamental rights in the country. Especially the Supreme Court and state high courts play a crucial role in this regard. They ensure justice to those whose rights are infringed or confiscated by others, including the state authorities. So even the state authority should not go abroad these fundamental rights. There should not be laws or ordinances which restricts these fundamental rights. They issue several writs for the protection of fundamental rights. So writ or the protection of fundamental rights. So there is a special system which safeguards through the courts or judicial system, especially the Supreme Court and High Courts play a crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights with judicial system and perfect judicial organization in the country. They ensure justice to those whose rights are infringed. So if they suffer with the fundamental rights, they can approach the courts, and the court will or the justice will give orders. Even the head of the state authority or other collectors and everybody, all are equal before law. They issue several writs for the protection of fundamental rights to the citizens of India. Fundamental rights serve as the main means for proper utilization of the capacities and intelligence hidden among the Indian citizens. So, through these fundamental rights, everybody can grow. Even a citizen can become the president of India. Even a common man should utilize all these fundamental rights. So, the fundamental rights raises the scope for proper utilization of the capacities and intelligence is hidden among the Indian citizens. So, among the crores of people, the hidden intelligence can be brought up to the highest position through these fundamental rights. So, fundamental rights serves as the main means for proper utilization, usage, utility, get benefit. These are all the synonyms for utilization of capacity. So all the inner capacities which are known as intelligence and everything which was hidden in any caste or any citizen of India can utilize these through the fundamental right. So they serve as the main means for proper utilization of the capacities and intelligence hidden among the Indian citizens. Though the fundamental, though the Constitution guarantees six categories of fundamental rights, as we already know, all are not of equal weight. So, all are not of equal weight. Should not be a first preference, second preference, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. There can be discovered a hierarchy of values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. It becomes evident when Justice Hidayatullah in the Kolaknath case ruled that right to property is the weakest of all the rights. That's why it is known as only the constitutional right, not a fundamental right. So, all rights are equal weightage. There should not be a preference to the first and the second one, and the first important, the second important, and third, fourth, like that. There should not be an options. So, all the fundamental rights, these are all the characteristic features of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are granted to the citizens only and not for the foreigners. And fundamental rights are positive and negative in nature. Some fundamental rights are positive values and some fundamental rights are negative, even though the negative restricts and the positive encourages the citizens all round development. Fundamental rights are not absolute and the state can impose some restrictions, utilization of enjoyment. So at the time of emergency, the President of India can suspend fundamental right but accept the right to life, which is known as Article 21, should not be suspended. So they should not be altered with ordinary laws. The fundamental rights are comprehensive, integrative, and detailed in nature. Fundamental rights are the judicial safeguard custody by the Supreme Court and the High Court. Fundamental rights are the main means for proper utilization of the citizens' capacities like intelligence hidden among the citizens of India. So, though the Constitution guarantees six categories of fundamental rights, all are not of equal weight. So, this one was deleted and it was amended there can be discovered a hierarchy of values, and this is